G'day my friends, it's Marty Ware here from Marty's Garden. I've got two parts in this video for you today. The first part is about a place that I go down south, just past Byron Bay, to have a look around for possibilities of a market garden. I discover a really cool farm while I'm there and talk to some nice people too. The second part of the video is all about my little baby cherry tomatoes here, how I'm starting them off and what I'm using to fertilise them to get them nice and healthy. Hey buddy,
what?
Can you give me a lift?
No,
I want to go down to Patches Beach.
Mate. You're going nowhere.
Please?
This is the police station, that's all. Oh, Jesus.
So, I convinced my lift, Mr. Sid Crimson,
This way?
my pastor friend,
This way?
to give me a lift down to Patches Beach. This
Yes,
way,
sir.
Sid. This way.
Yes, sir.
G'day, my name is Marty Ware and this is my daughter Karin. We live in far northern New South Wales, Australia in the suburbs. Our passion is growing food and turning our produce into healthy, simple recipes. My dream is to one day own and run a market garden that supplies restaurants and the locals with our fresh, healthy produce. I invite you to come on the journey with us as we move in a sustainable direction to live a more healthy lifestyle and, best of all, create a living doing it. So I'm on the hunt to find a place where I can set up my market garden and sell locally to the locals. Now I went down to a place called Wardell where they have a beautiful place called Patches Beach as well. And we went to visited some local shops, spoke with some people in the area about what's going on and also how we could find Patches Beach so we could have a look at it and see if it's perfect for the days for recreation when we're not working. And it's a beautiful spot down there. But there was some cool farming going on as well. So hang on, watch the rest of the video and see what I discovered. This out behind here, this is a big cucumber farm down near the area that I'm looking at possibly coming down to set up a market garden. And it looks like it's all growing in hydroponics to me. Anyway, there's no one here, so I'm not allowed to not sure if I'm even allowed to look around, so we might come back another day soon and see if we can get a video of it. We'll just wait and see. So we come down to Byron Bay and about 60 kilometres south to the Wardell area and had a bit of a look around at some properties and real estate and sort of what's going on. We talked with some local people, me and my friend Sid. And you know, it was really quite good because I got to discover many things about the people, the soils there, what was going on there, and also to decide whether it's actually suitable for setting up my market garden. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like it's suitable at the moment. It's just a little bit quiet, and I don't know if I'd be able to make the turnover of the money that I would need for the amount of people, and it would be a lot of driving involved to get the produce out. Well, here I am in my apartment on the Tweed coast in northern New South Wales, Australia. I live in a subtropical region. It actually borders right on temperate and subtropical. I'm probably about 20 to 50 k's in on the subtropical border there. And I'm really lucky I can grow food all around. It's going into only a few weeks off to winter, and I'm still able to grow these tomatoes. Now they do go a bit better if I create like mini greenhouse environments and protected sunshine areas and things like that. So I'm going to show you tips and tricks about that, how I'm getting them going on in winter. And in temperate places you can use exactly the same ideas. But right at the very beginning now for your tomatoes, it's really important to get them started and get them really healthy straight away. So I've used a pretty good quality potting mix here, and you know, I put them in about 4 hours sun a day at the beginning, just so they could sun harden them up, and now I'm bringing them out into more and more hours each time. They're leaning over to the light here, but they're getting nice big healthy leaves here. Now you can tell on a plant by the way when they've got nice big round healthy leaves, the wider the leaf means bigger fruit. So if you've got a tomato plant that's got a little narrow leaf, generally you'll get a little narrow fruit, such as maybe a little tiny yellow cherry tomato. It has a narrower leaf. But that means that that plant is a bit hardier and doesn't need as much water because it doesn't have to transpire as much water out of the leaf. But it can't photosynthesize as well, so it won't produce a large fruit. So that works pretty much for all types of plants. So just a tip and a trick there for you. Now let's get into the fertilizers that I use. Now all around the globe they have different brands and different styles of fertilizers. Now this one is called Sea Soil in Australia, and it is just an all seaweed extract. All seaweed. It has a little bit of nitrogen in it, but it's mostly minerals from the sea that's extracted into the seaweed and then put into this wonderful solution. Now this is fantastic for any type of transplanting and really great for seedlings, getting those plants started at the very beginning. Now once they start kicking off a bit, I use this product called Yates Uplift. Now it's a mixture of seaweed and fish emulsion, and so it's got a bit more nitrogen in it, and I just use a half mix ratio for that. And I do put in a 5 litre container, when I'm doing my 5 litre, I put some Epsom salts in there just for the extra magnesium. And I only put about, anywhere between a teaspoon and a tablespoon in there. But generally you're better off going under and doing, like a nice big tablespoon and mixing it in if you're doing it regularly. If you're doing it less, then you want to add a larger one. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to be bringing them out into the sun a bit more. The radishes will be going in a pot soon as well, and I'm going to be taking them down to the backyard garden where they're going to be getting full sun for at least 8 hours a day, and they're going to grow a lot taller yet before they go into larger pots. So keep an eye on the videos and on the show. I'm going to be talking more about how I'm creating the market garden, how I'm growing my first crop, and other crops that I'm going to be looking at to selling to the market. Now, I'm taking quite a big risk here, and I do run a search engine marketing business, which is, is just paying the bills at the moment, and I make a bit of money from some gardening websites and things. So we're just sort of on the edge of, getting the bills done. But this will help me move ahead, and if I can start doing this and start growing food locally, also because I believe in the future, people are starting to want to buy more tasty fresh food, and also they're tired of the prices, and they know that there's problems with oil and food's going to keep going up. So what I'm hoping is people are going to start buying my tomatoes, and they've already told me actually that they will, so I'm pretty happy about that, but I need to find somewhere with more space so I can expand out. So keep an eye on the show. Thanks so much for supporting me. Leave a comment down below. Please like it, share it with your buddies, and send some support for the Australian flano. Yes, we love our flanos in autumn and winter. Alright, have a great day. Happy gardening. Love you all. God bless. And I'll see you at the next video soon. Bye for now.
Karin!
Yay, Daddy! Yay!
Hello!
Hello, Daddy.
How you going?
Good.
Did you have a good night?